Welcome back to the program. Today's show is all about helping the homeless, people who find themselves without a permanent address. That's especially true of children in foster care. And when they age out of the system, they have to find their way by themselves. And Takesha Rines came to Georgia after a rough upbringing with no family at all. She made it through. So glad you did. And
Yes.
now you were trying to make a difference. Tell me a little bit about your story and what your life was like and what you're doing for others now.
Okay. Well, success wasn't destined for me. I had to take success. I'm 28 years old. I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I grew up without my parents, which was very challenging. I started acting out at an early age, getting kicked out of school, getting arrested. But through it all, I was able to use my pain to push me to greatness. And to make a long story short, I received the opportunity of a lifetime to work for Comcast. I became the top sales rep. I also at that point received a promotion to move to Atlanta, and that's when my life changed. I moved to Atlanta. I became the top sales rep again.
Congratulations.
Yes, in the whole region. So that was very exciting. I was able to enjoy the good things in life. I bought me a house, bought me a car, but it was something that was missing. I asked myself one day, I said, you know, I know this is not it. You know, I know God didn't make me experience everything I experienced just so I can, not move forward to try to pay it forward to help others. So I started volunteering for a lot of nonprofit organizations in Georgia. And at that moment, I realized my purpose. They say the two best days of your life is the day you was born and the day you found out why. And I realized that 2013 after volunteering at nonprofit organizations and say, you know what, I realized my purpose. I'm a living testimony that anything is possible, and it doesn't matter where you came from, who you are, you can be successful.
That's just great. What an inspiration you are to so many people. I can only imagine it must have been so difficult. Were you in foster care? Were you a foster care child? So what was that like, and what do you want to do for those that are in the same scenario that you were in once before?
Well, yes, being a former foster care youth, just really having no one that I can, look up to, no one that, that believe in me. And that's what I want to give to these young adults. I want them to let them know, being the CEO of the organization, I'm going to work not on the back end, but on the front end to work with our young adults to inspire them and motivate them daily to be successful.
And you called the organization Change Generation?
Yes, a Change Generation.
Okay, great. And so we know that you were inspired by your past, but how did you come up with the name for the organization?
Well, I came up with the name because, I believe in change and I represent change, and I really believe that, I'm a living testimony that, change is real. I mean, you can literally be at the bottom and at one point of your life and be at the top.
So I know that our viewers at home want to know how you're helping these children.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about some of the things you're doing, the initiatives that maybe you have in the works right now.
Okay. Well, Change Generation is a nonprofit independent living program for homeless youth who aged out of foster care. We bring them in, we provide them with residence, food, we teach them life and social skills. We help them get their GED, driver's license. We teach them how to live a self-sufficient life.
And we're looking at some video right now. Tell me what we're seeing.
That's actually one of the bedrooms for our young adults. That's the living room. We have a fully furnished bedroom, brand new dresser, desk. The mattress is brand new. I mean, definitely we wanted to make them feel like home, make them feel like something to be proud of.
And are they proud? How do they react to you when they see this and it feels like it's theirs? They've got something of comfort, if you will, in their lives when you get involved and you give them something like this. What is that like to them?
Yes, well, that make them feel like, you know what, no matter what I've been through, look what I got now. Look at the opportunity, and that's what we want them to know. Coming to a Change Generation from the moment they enter our doors, we want them to know that we care. We here to do whatever it takes to make them successful. We want to find out, what really inspires our young adults and what they really want to do in life, and really just help them just have them pursue it.
So I have a two-part question, Takesha, that I want to ask you. I guess the first would be, if someone was in need of your organization, how do they contact you? What do they do in order to get the assistance they need from you? And how do our viewers at home that are not in this scenario help you help them?
Okay. Well, most of our referrals come from DFACS. We actually a Change Generation has celebrated a lot of successes this year. We have been awarded a state contract from the Department of Family and Children's Services, so that's where all of our referrals will be coming from.
Okay.
Well, pretty much in order for them to qualify to get in the program, they just must have been in foster care and have a part-time job or in school part-time.
That's good. And then if our viewers at home want to help you, is there anything that we can do?
Yes. Actually, right now, we're all looking for community support. We're looking for mentors. We're looking for volunteers to come in. And also, we're actually doing a fundraiser right now. We're trying to raise $10,000 to go ahead and purchase a van so we can transport our young adults to medical appointments, interviews, and to help us with some program that we have. I'm excited about a lot of our programs, but I'm mostly excited that we have an entrepreneur program where we actually teach our young adults the skills to launch and we teach them the skills to build and launch a successful business. We also have an entrepreneur program, as I said, where we take the time to figure out what our young people really inspired to do, and we go out and find professional adult mentors who can actually set goals and objectives with our young adults, so they'll feel capable and qualified to go out and actually pursue that desired career.
So you've been around a couple of years. How many success stories do you have thus far?
Well,
too many to count?
Yes. Well, right now we've been in the process where we went through an application process with DFACS. It was a year process, and actually we just had our grand open in June the 20th. So we're actually ready to open our doors. We're actually planning to see replacement on the 16th of this month. So we don't have the young adults.
Oh, okay, great. And there is also an age requirement for a change generation.
Yes.
Tell our viewers at home what that is.
It's 18 through 21.
Okay.
In order to qualify for the program. And like I said, right now, this is definitely a need that needs to be addressed. In Georgia, over 900 young adults each year age out of foster care. 60% of those young adults, within the first 6 months, end up in jail, living on the street, or even worse, dead. You know, this is definitely an alarming statistic, and something needs to be done. And that's where Change Generation come in, and our mission is changing the lives of our youth one generation at a time.
That's fantastic. And so people can go to your website, right? Maybe make a donation.
Yes,
Tell
they
us
can
the
go.
website.
The website is achangegeneration.org. You can definitely go on there and make a secure donation. Help us help them. And also, it's volunteer application on the website as well. We would love for you guys to come out and help us complete our mission.
Takesha, congratulations on all your great success. What a great story you are, and I'm so happy that you're turning around and making a difference for others. An inspiration to this community. Stay with us. A lot more ahead right after this. We have a singer-songwriter in the house. Jason Fowler is here, and he went from living on the streets of Atlanta to becoming a successful recording artist. I love stories like this. You will too. Come back right after the break.